Kush is at war. Kush started as the most populous player. He had 444 pops, I think, to the very beginning. So he's going to start with a massive 144 points penalty to his score because he started 144 pops over the soft cap. So yeah, he's got a ways to go to get past that. Anyone else? Syria is at war. They have decided to go to war with looks like Byblos, Arados, that kind of thing. Oh, they went to war with Cilicia. Very interesting indeed. They seem to have bought some land from the Antigonid Empire as well. So it looks like they're selling the land to, or sorry, the Antigonids are getting rid of their Syrian land in exchange maybe for Cilicia to go to the Antigonids. That makes sense. This is a nice defensive border, and nice defensive borders breed nice friendly relations, let's say. So good luck to them there. Rhodes is another player. They're war with Lycia. I think almost every country right now is at war, which is awesome. Look at all that fire. It's beautiful. Is there anyone that we haven't seen yet? Massilia. You are at war with this guy. Carthage. He's at war with Carthage. Let's just say that instead. That should be a fairly easy war for him with all the friends he seems to have. Although Massilia has also joined the war, though he has called in Mauritania as a friend. So that's an interesting one. Any other player wars? Let's keep an eye on this Parnia war. It seems like Xanthia has given up the ghost, but in return, he has surrendered the southern half of his country. And I don't see that he's taken any forts. These guys haven't taken any forts either, but there's a lot more troops in this direct region than there are elsewhere. Charismia is sieging the Pesurian capital, though, which is always helpful. Pontus, did he end up bringing in his friends? No, he did not. Oh, that's an oof, mate. Yeah, that's a big war that you're fighting, and you are currently losing quite horribly. Good luck. Good luck with that. I'm not all that confident about your chances. Let's just put it that way. Right. So Maria seems to be doing well. None of their home territory has been sieged yet. I mean, if he manages to take on all of this land, that's an awful lot of aggressive expansion, but it's also an awful lot of pops, and pops mean prizes. So he should be gaining quite a bit there. Alright, so let's have a look at Etruria again. They're winning, but they haven't yet got through the fort of Veii. There we go. 42% though, that is going to fall very quickly. He's got Umbria and Sabinia there helping him as well. Syracuse doing well. Got people trying to talk to me. It's disgusting. Hey, yeah, I know there's a guy in Iberia.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
He borders, or, well, no, he doesn't border, but he near the Mauritanian player, and he was like going to be going that way. And now he's like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
So,
if he ends up taking a ton of land, I'm going to split him up between sessions and go back to the original borders. Yeah, he shouldn't be there. Yeah, so
okay,
I'll fix it.
Thanks.
All right. There we go. Any new player wars? Nope. Let's go and have a look at Babylon again. They should be winning, yeah, 47%. It looks like, other than this last territory here, which you need boats to get to, the Seleucids are fully occupied. And other than Seleucia, oh, actually this one as well, other than this city here, or the territory here, all of the provincial capitals as well. So this is all on its own. So if, for example, Babylon wanted peace right now, they couldn't take much. They could take this, which is massively populous. That is, what, 181 pops. That would do very nicely for him. But of course you want more. You always want more. He's pieced out Gera, which is helpful. If he was to piece out Persis, he'd probably have an awful lot more luck. I don't know, maybe, what could you do here? You'd need to wait until the 18th of February 454, which is about just less than a year's time. Piece him out for this. And then, you know, wreck the Seleucids. That might work. Atropatene seems to have, I don't know how, but he's fixed his issues. Never mind, he's currently losing a battle. Well, he ran away from the battle already and is leaving his ally to take the brunt of it. That didn't seem to go well, did it? But he has sieged this fort. This fort still needs to be sieged, and so does this one. So he needs to kill this and then kill Media, and then he can form Media. That's his plan. Pontus, how are you doing? You have not sieged this fort, though you have just defended from the relief force. And this army, I imagine, is going to go somewhere to siege something else. If they can get Paphlagonia out of the war by, you know, maybe eating them all, then that would be good to start with. He has now called his friends. Okay, so that's good at least. Macedon, how's your war going? He's eaten Paeonia. He's now going to eat Thessaly. We're going to have a pretty regular looking Macedon on the map in not very long at all. The only thing he'd be missing is this land in Chalcidice and, you know, Corinth and Skyrus, that kind of thing. So yeah, he's doing very well as Macedon. Bithynia actually is the country that took over Byzantium. That is very, very interesting. Is Bithynia a player? It is not. So, Leo, you done goofed there, mate. You kind of done goofed. Pelagonia wants peace. Yeah, you're not getting that. Back over here, I think. Gonna be a battle. Ooh, that's gonna be a huge battle. I suppose the Seleucids feel comfortable because they've got reinforcements. Another 10,000 there, another 5,000. This is Gera. He has allied with Gera after being at war with him. Is Gera able to join the war? They have. They've literally just swapped sides. That's odd. I'm also unsure of how he managed to do that. Or am I just wrong and Babylon was always allied with Gera? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so Carthage, the war here is going okay, though. I mean, you're about to die. You've got one fort left to fall. If I can click on over to Massilia, that would help. Yeah, as soon as this falls, you'll be pieced out, and then Carthage will fall soon after. And maybe also Emporion. Massilia is currently being sieged by Mauritania, so that should be good. And has Rome fallen yet? No, but it is under siege. That's going to be a huge boost in pops for Etruria. Good luck to him there. Bithynia are now at war with Thrace, as expected. I mean, you don't just snipe the City of World's Desire and expect to get away with it. That's never going to happen. So the allies here is just Macedon, who have not joined in. They've also got Aetolia, but they do have a big enemy in Galatia, who do start as barbarian Gallic kind of thing. So, you know, I don't know what he's going to be able to do there. He's an interesting nation, let's put it that way. Have a look here again. I want to see some battles. This one here will have to do. It's Palmyra and Elam are about to get wrecked, I think. Seleucus himself involved in the battle. I think Seleucus starts as the best general in the game. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, 13 Marshal is quite phenomenal. And he's definitely putting it to good use. There's another army down here, not led by Seleucus, who's about to be attacked by the Babylonian general Ishtar Idin Bit Iaki. But it is in the marsh. You don't really want to be attacking in the marsh over a river. That's a -2 penalty. And then these guys are going to come in, change the tactic on you if you manage to get the tactic right. And you're probably not going to enjoy that. I'm going to put it up to speed 2. I think we're surprisingly stable enough to deal with it. And we might shock some of the players. Hopefully this doesn't cause desyncs. But we can't play on speed 1 forever. That would be quite stupid. Samnium is at war. They have gone to war with whom? They have gone to war with these tiny city-states, and I doubt that is your own war. I think that is probably Lacania's war that you joined in. Yes, it is. Oh, joining the AI in their wars instead of declaring your own. Not good, not good. Solchi is at war with Baleria, and they're currently losing. They need to get some troops together so they can get rid of this. That is not going to go in your favor. You need more troops, mate. Or more morale. Both, in fact, would be the best option. Did they declare the war? Yes, they did. They declared war to fight all 3 of their neighbors at the same time. Yeah, build more troops. Or get some friends. Oh, 4 of their neighbors. My apologies. No, this is the same neighbor. Okay. Yeah, you need friends. Friends are good to have. A better general would be good to have. You don't have the money for friends or troops. You did just get an influx, so are you going to build some troops out of that? I would suggest you do exactly that. Still, this fort has not fallen. How long until it falls? I can click over here. There we go. It is on 21%. Carthage itself needs to fall soon as well. Ooh, there's going to be a battle here. This... I would take that fight if I was Carthage. It might be a stupid fight, or you could wait for this guy who does not actually want to defend his capital. He's running away instead. That's silly. I'm kind of worried for Solchi, actually. If he doesn't win this fight, it might be game over for him. Hopefully he can. It's iffy. The commander isn't gonna matter. So let's have a look. Solchi does have the heavy infantry that his enemies don't have. But his enemies are flanking him, which is worth more. So, I mean, he's killing more. He's losing more morale. And his men are running away faster, which is more worrisome. He killed, about 1,000 more. Just less than 1,000 more. But his capital will fall soon. And it's going to take him a long time to get that morale back. That's iffy. Etruria is about to finish the war with Rome. Rome has fallen, and he has sacked it. Not to the ground, he's just taken the middle option, but he has sacked Rome, and that is a big, big influx of cash. As a very populous city he has decided to set fire to. Let's have another look at the Babylon War, and it is over. So Babylon did manage to take all but the 1 province. Persis got nothing. So, yeah, that was a difficult war, but he managed to do it. Pontus, how are you doing now? Paphlagonia seem to be relatively beaten, though they do have, good number of troops in the center of the country, and there's a lot of occupations here that you are not winning. Bithynia, oh, hello, we just managed to catch this fight in time. Thrace just managed to pull it out. And yeah, it was a big fight, so good job to him for winning it. some extra troops coming over to die, basically. This army here, if this continues on, it will also die. You might want to turn off Force March so you can get some morale back. That would probably be for the best. Pergamon, also a player, I believe. Yes, it is. It's Grey Death. He's at war with whom? Lydia. So, what is the plan here? No, you're not at war with Lydia. You're at war with Chaos, and that's it. And you siege this much. Very interesting. But it looks like Chaos is about to be pieced out, though. That'll be 100% there, and Chaos now doesn't exist. As soon as he sends the peace deal. I'm fairly sure you can send the peace deal now. I'm sure he'll do it eventually. But there, that is that war. And, oh, Rome still exists. He did manage to keep hold of 2 territories, but Etruria has grown significantly. So, 571 pops right now for Etruria. That is a gain of 232 pops, 68% growth so far for Etruria. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big growth. So yeah, interesting. Right, what else have we got going on? Egypt, you're a player. You're currently at war with Tamifkat, and also with Memphis. That's ballsy. He's managed to get himself a good treasury, and I think he's got a merc company. Yes, he has. That's going to come in handy, but not if you don't get its morale back. You need to get him home, get the morale back, then go in again. This is the Bosporan Kingdom player for the last session. From the last season, sorry. So, should be good there. Who are his allies? He's allied with Ammon, and he's at war with everything else. Sounds ballsy. Sounds very ballsy. Kush has just managed to take on Alut. They're also at war with Asyut, so that's going to help out the Egypt player. Interesting that he's not piecing them out yet, though. Lihian is also a player. They're at war with Nabatea. No forts on either side being taken, but Lihian has managed to defeat the Judean army. I guess he's at war with Judea as well. Judea, Gaza, also Byblos and Sidon. That's a big fight. Oh, this is Galilee-Samarian War, so that's that one. Syria is at war with Arados. They should have them relatively well beaten. This is the one that brought in Cilicia as well to the war, so see what happens there. You're allied with the Fridge and Sidon. Let's have a look up here. The Parnia War. This was a very ballsy move on Pisuria's part. Incredibly ballsy. But honestly, it seems to have paid off for him. Pisuria have got his morale back. Sorry, not his morale. I'm looking at the wrong guy. Ooh, stability is very low for you, my dude. 9.8% is awful. You might want to fix that. But otherwise, I mean, it's working out for you. I don't know what you're going to manage to get from this. Like, this land, I guess you could give your allies Parnia's land, but why you would do that, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maria still hasn't pieced out. They're still at war with Nanda, Dogchar, Radha, and Kalinga. Andhra, not at war yet. Anuradhapura is at war with Pandya. He should be able to grow nicely there. And Alupa is at war with Pitinika, and he's going to get a lot of land. Boja, also a player, is, it looks like, losing his war. Though there are no forts that have fallen, so it's probably not as bad as it looks like. He's currently sieging this fort, and his ally Alupa is sieging Nasikya, so that should be good for him as well. Alexandru Lemon is sieging up Sindhu, which if I was playing the game, instead of being the observer, I would have been Sindhu. I like Heritage of the River Plains. It is very nice indeed, and there's only like 5 countries that have it, so you should be able to take that out very nicely. Madra also helping out with that. Alexandria Drangiani. We saw him go to war with an awful lot of countries, and I was kind of worried for him, but shit, it's working, and he's doing really well. So good for him. Yeah, I'm worried for Parnia. He's lost his capital. He is sieging it back. There's only 400 men there. Personally, I would actually kind of consider assaulting that, to be honest. Is there a breach yet? No, there's no breach. It might have been worth it. I don't know. I do not know. Pontus still fighting Paphlagonia. Thrace still fighting Bithynia. Pergamon has grown. They look good now. Are you at war again? You should be at war with Lydia soon enough, I think. That would be the best thing. Macedon looking relatively like Macedon now. I assume Chalcidice is going to be his next target. He has no CBs on anyone right now. But yeah, this would be a really good target for him, obviously. Etruria, who are your allies now? Umbria, Sabinia, and Frentania still. Let's have a look at Sulci. Did they manage to win? It looks like they did. Sulci has not been sieged. And you're down to 13 cohorts, but hell, you're not actually doing too badly now. You won 4 battles and lost 2. This is the one that we saw, I think. No, it isn't. Which one is it? Maybe it was this one that we saw? I'm not sure. But either way, no, it was this one here. It seems like he got some time to get his morale back up. Part of the army ran away. He took a fight in Hydata Niapa, somewhere here. That little stack, killed that, went down, killed the Sulci army. Or maybe he killed this one first and then went to Hydrata. So, yeah, very good stuff. He should be able to pull us through. If you can siege this faster than this can be built, that's this guy out of the war. But there's quite a few forts between him and winning, and honestly, there's still more troops, I assume, on the enemy's side. Let's actually have a look at that. So you've got about 10,000 or so, and then on the enemy's side, we've got about 10,000. Like, if you discount supply trains, that's about the same size army. Maybe they've got a small bit more, but unless they congregate in a siege again, they should be beatable, honestly. So good for him. Samnium still hasn't grown. Syracuse back at war with Sicania. And at the moment, the only player war is... Ooh, actually pretend Babylon, Byblos, all that shit. Hello, what's this? Babylon is at war with Adiaben, which makes sense. You want that for the decision to... No, I'm looking at the wrong guy. Let's go from Babylon's perspective. If you were Babylon, you'd want to form Babylon. You've got everything you need apart from the one in Elam and the one in Adiaben. Adiaben were allied with Atropatene, so that's where that war is coming from. Yeah, that should be interesting, although I doubt Atropatene is really giving enough of a shit to come down here when he's got his own stuff to worry about. Did you call in any friends that are worrying him? Doesn't look like it. All of the armies up here are the ones from his previous wars, so, that should be interesting to watch. Nineveh is in, then he's got, Elam, and yeah, we'll keep an eye on this, but at the moment, I don't think Atropatene is really giving enough of a shit to come down here, but if he ends this war, maybe he will try and defend Adiaben. So it's certainly a possibility. This war's still going on. Pontus is almost completely sieged Paphlagonia now. If you get him fully occupied, you can piece him out. There are no more forts left to take. So, yeah, getting rid of Paphlagonia, swinging around and killing, Amisos, or maybe even Cappadocia? No, who else is on your enemy? Sinop, and Kotiora, and Kersus. And then finally you take out Amisos. That could be really good for you. Andra's still at war, we saw that already. Boja, not really having the best of times, let's be honest. And Maurya still hasn't won their war, though they are going to win it pretty comfortably, I think. At the moment they could take At the moment, they could take... Reset that. Not even a single province. That sucks. They could take this one, but not this one. You would assume he would want everything. Which is... Yeah, that's already 21 aggressive expansion. You know what, you could probably swing that. You wouldn't want to go above, like, 35 or so this early in the game when everything is the wrong culture and you don't have a big power base, but you could probably make it work.